Mic check, 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 check. Hello, test, test. Test, test. Hello, check, check, check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to the World Ice Arena here in Flushing, Queens for a college hockey matchup between the Columbia University Lions, and they will be facing off against the Stony Brook Seawolves, part of the ACHA ACDC college hockey here as the Lions host the Seawolves. Both these teams, big game towards the end of their season, which can only mean one thing as well for the home Lions. It is senior night. Lions will be celebrating their seniors here prior to the game. They come in 8-7-0-1, just hovering above 500 currently at the moment. While Stony Brook comes in a few games under 6-9-0. These two teams met once this season, 5-2 win for Columbia back on October the 18th at Iceworks. Alongside Gabe Takuri on camera, I'm Brady Campbell. Warm-up's underway. We still got a few more minutes before we're set for senior ceremonies and puck drop in this Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference battle, ACHA M3 Conference. Of course, only a few more weeks until we have the Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference playoffs coming up in just a few weeks. And, of course, senior night here for Columbia. We'll read off the seniors here during warm-ups before they get the ceremony going. David Gastelum, Brandon Avazov, the captain, alternate captain, Calidor Robinson, better known as Cal Robinson, Topstone Liang, number 71, Nicholas Sloan, number 81, and goalie number 34, Liam Hadcock, will all be celebrated here tonight. And they've given so much back to this Columbia community and, of course, the club hockey team here. It's only right that they get a few more games here and a chance to compete in the Columbia playoffs. So, of course, this is a Columbia team that made it to the playoffs last season in the Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference and did pretty darn well. In fact, they won it Black Division Championship last year over Farmingdale State College M3 in the finals. I believe this is just their second to final game tonight, their penultimate game in the regular season before they face Penn State Harrisburg on the road tomorrow. Of course, senior Brandon Avazov, number 26, leads the Lions in all offensive categories as he has the last few seasons. Goals 30, 29 assists, 59 points in just 11 games played too. Very, very impressive. Look at the other end, Stony Brook. They're coming in struggling a little bit over their last few games, but they still have some incredible talent on their team as well. You mentioned players like Aiden Hallisey, the Kita grads, the Vorotnikovs, Jack Mancini, Brandon Gerstein, Daniel Sorkin, top to bottom. A very solid roster, not to mention their goaltending, led by Nicholas Gaudano. We're almost just about concluded. We'll step aside here for a break for the senior ceremonies. National anthem. When we come back, we'll have starting goalies and puck drop on the way here on LI Sports Network.
What's the spread for tonight? Because they got to, rankings goes by a spread. They got to win by 3-1. They're not.
Welcome back in here on LI Sports Network. I'll be your MC, I suppose, throughout senior night here, festivities as well, I should say. As it looked like our first senior celebrated was none other than Brandon Avazov. Captain and majoring in financial economics and Russian. leads the program in all-time goals, assists, and points as well, and of course serves as the president and captain of the team. And he followed up by Milena Harnan, wearing number 68 tonight, math major, co-president alongside Brandon Avazov, and mainly a practice player, but we hope to see her get action tonight. It's number 44, Cal Robinson, majoring in English and Film Studies. He leads the program in all-time games played, and of course serves as an alternate captain. And getting in there to take a picture as well will be his brother, also an alternate captain, Ronan Robinson. Family affair here at the University of Columbia. Got plenty of alumni on hand as well, including former Lions goalie Michael Cullen, helping out with the photography here tonight. Looks like next up's going to be Nick Sloan, number 81. He's a fifth-year PhD candidate, defending this year and studying neurology as well. His research involves collaborating with brain banks internationally to determine how the prefrontal cortex changes with age. That is why I am behind the mic and not going to Columbia University. Taking pictures with their family members. Looks like up next will be Top Stone Liang, wears number 71. He's a senior, of course, studying computational biology with a minor in chemistry. And a big part of this Columbia team throughout his years at Columbia. Has a goal on the season as well. Nick Sloan, 6 goals, 4 assists, I should mention, on the campaign. Cal Robinson, 2 goals, 10 assists. Of course, we already mentioned Avazov leading the team, of course, with 30 goals, 29 assists. Number 2, David Gastelum, senior, studying financial economics. Fun fact, too, originally from Mexico City. Playing forward this year as well. No points on the year. He's been a little bit snake-bitten, but still a crucial part of this Columbia Lions team. And I believe, last but not least, goalie number 34, Liam Hadcock. Of course, as expected, he'll get the nod tonight. He's been the number 1 backstop for this Columbia team this season. And a big reason why they are where they are, and the chance, of course, going into the Empire Conference playoffs. Looks like we're going to have a group picture coming up here before we get set to drop the puck. Stony Brook Sea Wolves patiently waiting on the other end to get going. Of course, I should also, of course, shout out seniors Emma O'Connor and Wiley Dodson. Emma's a senior majoring in history and economics. She's been with the program for 2 years, handling event planning and game day operations. So a big part of the team off the ice, and of course their operations. And Wiley's a neuroscience major, serving as the program's safety officer and timekeeper at home games, including here tonight. Congratulations once again to all of the Columbia Lions seniors and their families. Big night tonight for the Lions, and they look to pick up a big-time win against the Stony Brook Seawolves to go along with it. One of the last few games of the seasons for both these teams. Nick Guadagno taking a stroll, keeping himself busy here coming off the bench. It looks like we're just about ready for game time as the officials head out on the ice. So congratulations once again to all our Columbia seniors. It looks like Guadagno will get the start for Stony Brook. He'll be opposed by Liam Hadcock. Just about set to play hockey here. Nikita Vorotnikov, Stony Brook captain, will take the faceoff against Top Stone Liang. As it will be a full starting lineup of seniors tonight for the Columbia Lions. Avazov and Gastelum, the wingers. Sloan and Cal Robinson, the defenseman. Vorotnikov will actually sub out for Kitagrad to take the draw here. Brett Kitagrad, number 42. No. Another late changeup. It's Jonathan Viktorovich who wins it, and we're underway. Sloan back on it. Gives it up. Vorotnikov trying to dangle through. Sloan wouldn't let him by, and he flips it out. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Boccia sending it in on goal, where it's covered and held by Hadcock on the dump in from Brachia. Just 24 seconds into the hockey game. Once again with Gabe Takuri, I'm Brady Campbell. Apologies for the technical difficulties tonight. Thank you though for tuning in to this broadcast. Gerstein line out there now for Stony Brook, and Gerstein wins it to Brachia. Shot through traffic. He scores. Gerstein wins the faceoff. A perfect screen in front. And the shot from John Brachia sneaks its way through. 1-0 Seawolves. Just 29 seconds into the hockey game. What a start for Stony Brook. Had a good opening shift there, a quick change, and right off the faceoff, Brachia gets the party started as the Seawolves look to spoil senior night. Back in O'Sullivan though, as Columbia looks to even things up quickly. O'Sullivan behind the net, has some room, drops it off. Up top, Ronan Robinson. Hold, shoots through, traffic swallowed up by Nick Guadagno. Guadagno from Whitestone, New York. Opposed by Liam Hadcock, who comes into this game with a 4.92 goals against, a save percentage of .873. And Avazov reaching forward off the draw, trying to dangle his way through, helped out by Robinson. It is delayed offside, but that may have saved a break going the other way. Around it goes. Chris Lerner on it. Lerner scored a big-time last-minute goal the last time I was here calling a game to defeat Sacred Heart in a 5-2 deficit comeback for Columbia in the third period. Since then, they've been rolling. Lerner puts it in. Gardano out of his net to stop it. But they believe we had a delayed offside there against the Lions. Faceoff's going to come all the way down. Cal Robinson wins the faceoff back. Del Bianco waiting for it at the right point. Swings it down past Duan. Coming over to grab it. Some Latham, but it's intercepted. And Robinson looks to clear and will. Red line and in for Cal Robinson. Del Bianco back on it. Hammers it around the boards. Getting to it here, Troy Daniels. Snaps a pass around the boards. Pinching down to come get it. Drew Skatarzik. Reversed around, Cole Del Bianco. Down the ice. Didn't touch anyone though. This is going to be an icing here against Stony Brook. Exactly 2 minutes gone here in period one. 1-0 lead for the Seawolves. On the goal from Breccia. Point shot. Found its way through. Duan. Gets the blue line. Chips it in. Heads in after. Skatarzik beats him to it. Skatarzik 2 goals. 11 assists on the season. Weaves his way through neutral ice. Skatarzik drops it off. Down the wing. High shot. Stopped and held by Gardano. Great rush up the ice there by Skatarzik. He was able to set up Lucas Murray for the shot from the wing. Unable to bury it though. Vorotnikov wins the D-zone draw. Now getting on the puck is Savili Vorotnikov. Tie up at the half wall. Seawolves look to clear and they will. Backing up on it though, Skatarzik. Slides one over to Daniels. Snaps a pass, deflected out. Kidagrad banks it ahead. Daniels will stop it. Regroups. Just flips it to an open area in neutral ice. Vorotnikov there waiting for it. Goes D to D. Return pass now to Vorotnikov. Gave it away Avazov. Don't want to give him too much space. He snaps a pass on though to O'Sullivan. Jack O'Sullivan took a hit. Vorotnikov the other way, trying to push numbers for the Seawolves. Great back check though by the Lions. Got past Fedorovic. Vorotnikov down low to him. Sandwiched off the puck and knocked down by Venable. Kidagrad separated from the puck. Venable tries to send it ahead to O'Sullivan. Vorotnikov took the puck. Big Nikita Vorotnikov took it to the side of the net and had it knocked away. Fedorovic gives it back to him. He's knocked off the puck though by Lerner. And here comes Chris Lerner the other way. Numbers for the Lions. He's got some trailer options. Drops it off. One more in the slot. They score! Perfect passing by the Lions. Chris Lerner the beneficiary. And Columbia ties it at 1. Unbelievable patience there by Columbia. They had the 4-on-2 developing. Give O'Sullivan the primary. Avazov the secondary. And meanwhile, for Chris Lerner's 21st goal of the season. Second on the team, of course, behind Avazov. 9 behind him. Seawolves coming right back here with pressure, trying to regain the lead. Hallisey behind his back. Nice little move there by Sorkin. Tried to return it down low, puts one on goal. Played away by Hadcock. Down the boards, Gerstein knocked down. Gets back on it in the corner. Reverses course, watched by Ronan Robinson. Robinson checks him into the boards. 2-on-2 battle there. Robinson takes it free, but instead Sorkin in the circle. Dangles his way out to the point. And then dropped it off where it was fired around by Brachia. Behind the net, Hallisey. Looking. Takes it out to the half wall. Tied up by Robinson. Liang to the line, and Brachia doesn't like what he sees, so he'll backtrack here back out to neutral ice. Del Bianco deflected in by Duan. Stony Brook completes a line change. This is Murray to Robinson. Robinson down the slot, lets one go and deflects out of play. May have gotten a piece of it there. Did Gaudano. 14:34 left, first period of play. Face-off one. Sloan quickly on goal. Save made. Robinson takes the rebound around the net center. Sloan chopped one back towards the front. Finds it, slides it wide. He ran out of room. Stony Brook looks to clear, deflects up into the netting and out of play. Face-off to the right of Gaudano. One back by SBU. Flipped ahead, Sean Dewan in stride. One-on-one here. Fanned on the shot as he went to let it go. Daniels was defending. It comes back to him in the slot. Great play by Daniels. Latham couldn't keep it in. Dewan redlining in. Hustling back on it here, Skatarzik. Skatarzik to the half wall. Return to him. Brings it in. Nice move. Drew Skatarzik to the backhand. Sends it in front. Gaudano's got it. What a play by Drew Skatarzik to set that up. Going post to post, though, even knocking the net off its moorings, was Nick Gaudano as he robbed Nick Sloan. So we have an issue, so unfortunately we can't go live tonight.
Gotcha, okay. Everyone's waiting. I'm like, I family. No, that's all right. I didn't know if you knew.
Yeah, we're recording it, though, and it's going to be up like tomorrow.
Thank you,
Face-off sent down the ice here by Stony Brook. 13 and a half left. Period number one. Avazov deflects it out. Taken back by Del Bianco. Chips it ahead. Venable. Kedegrad back in. From the zone, flips it around. Venable back on it. Plays it ahead to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan sends it ahead looking for Avazov. It popped off his stick. Brachia back on it. Now Vorotnikov. Starts up ice, red line and in. And Nikita Vorotnikov heads in after it. Venable watching him, tried to center, blocked off by Venable. Now it's Lerner. High flip. Got past the glove of Brendan Avazov. And SBU resets. Flipped ahead. Vorotnikov reaching for it. Couldn't get there. Lerner retreats back behind the safety of his own net. Nice little move there on Kedegrad. Lerner. Robinson snaps a pass looking for Harney just out of her reach. Lerner, a tough angle try. Sticked up into the netting and out of play by Gaudano. Busy night here on LISN, as it normally is on Fridays. A lot of college games in action, at least the time of this recording. Of course, Nassau semifinals going on in Long Beach. Suffolk finals, game 1 between St. Anthony's and Smithtown Hauppauge underway at the high school level. May Lyle plays it ahead. A stick lift there on Solomon that time. Arnon, Solomon, and Lyle, the line out there currently for Columbia. Chipped ahead. Aiden Hallisey has a beat on it. Hallisey drops it to the slot. Shot just wide. Sorkin couldn't handle it. And Gerstein got a stick on it. It comes back out. Sorkin chips it ahead towards the line. Gerstein. Hallisey from the red line. He'll just play it in. Back on it here, Daniels. Solomon. Robinson couldn't settle it. Del Bianco will. Takes it back behind his own net. Just about 9 minutes gone here in the first period. Breccia got the scoring started in the opening half minute. As looking to go back in front here, was Columbia centering pass. Gaudano knocked the net off again and kept the puck out. Chris Lerner got the game tied up for Columbia. Latham to take the D-zone draw here against Cal Robinson. It's one back by SBU. Flipped up and out. Could be icing here. Ronan Robinson heads back on it. Didn't have enough steam though. It's waved off. He'll go ahead to Venable. Latham turns and flips it in. Venable knocks it down. Resets. Nick Venable snaps a pass ahead. Deflected on. Sloan has a partial breakaway. Sloan in. Couldn't get the shot away. He did on the second try. And he sneaks it by Gaudano. The senior Nick Sloan on the board. His 7th of the season. First lead of the night for Columbia. What an effort there by Sloan, being harassed the whole way there. Looked like his opportunity had come and gone, and then he was just able to one-hand that puck back on net and bank it in. So the senior gives his team the lead on his night. Venable has it deflected ahead by Murray. And Gaudano will stop it. Banked ahead and out. Robinson back on it. Trying to knife his way through. Vorotnikov takes it. Two freight trains there going at it between Nikita Vorotnikov and Ronan Robinson. Now it's Dewan on Vorotnikov. Shot blocked in front. This is Murray. More than halfway through period number 1 now. It's a 2-1 lead for Columbia. Murray on to Robinson. Starts the rush ahead. Avazov right next to him. Penalty upcoming against Stony Brook. They get the touch. Does Breccia. And we get the call. Slashing. Slashing call. Who is it against? It looks like John Breccia. This is the one that's going to go. So a goal and a penalty tonight for number 71 in blue. First power play of the game belongs to Columbia. Up top it goes. Avazov playing right point here on the power play to start. Slides on across. Robinson's one-timer. Didn't get quite as much on it as he would have liked. Still a good look, though, and Gaudano punched it into the netting. Be a face out to the right here of Gaudano, and a stoppage here before The drop of the puck. Now Sullivan couldn't wrestle that one away from Fatorovich. But eventually Columbia wins the battle, works it up top. Lerner and Avazov play catch. Lerner, now Robinson. Holds, Lerner, center point. Avazov trying to work it down low. Great play that time, taking the puck away by Savily Vorotnikov. He gets it out. Lerner right back in, flying down the wing. Takes it around the net. Lerner, vacant right point there. Avazov couldn't quite reach it. 1:10 left on the penalty to Breakia. Overskated by Avazov. Has to deal with Latham. One hand on the stick. Was able to play it to Robinson. Ronan Robinson back in. Holds to the circle. Curls back. Opens up. Drops it off to Avazov. Saucers one Lerner. Had to move it quickly, did. Robinson opens up, shoots, deflected high by O'Sullivan. Lerner now. Robinson, one-timer, stick save. And once again, the puck goes into the netting and out of play. .7:53 left here in period number 1. Still 2-1 lead for Columbia, pushing here on the power play to make it 3-1. Avazov looking for a deflection. O'Sullivan got a piece and ended up wide. O'Sullivan on the rebound behind the net, goes up right point. Avazov holds, shoots, blocked down by Fatorovich, gets back on it, goes down to the half wall. O'Sullivan sweeps it out high. Lerner off the half wall. Avazov will play it. Flips it down to O'Sullivan. The side of the net, jamming at it. Gaudano reaches back and gets the cover. Just 6 ticks left on the slashing call. Tie up. Comes out. Lerner on it. To Robinson. Playing catch with Lerner. Now running Robinson once again. Takes it wide. Good stick for Vorotnikov. Steal by Nikita Vorotnikov. Trying to pull away. Great back check by Robinson. Got the sticklet puck available center though on the wrong side of Vorotnikov. And back out. Del Bianco will swing it in. Close calls there for Stony Brook trying to tie this game back up at 2. Cal Robinson just one hands it ahead. Now it's Breakia out of the box. Important kill here in the early going for the Seawolves. Vorotnikov redlining in. Now on the forecheck goes Stony Brook. Played ahead. Nice pass on to Sloan. And knocked off his stick. Robinson tried to follow it up, but Vorotnikov stole the pass. Del Bianco banks it on. Chance here at the half wall down to the corner. Centering pass. No one home on the other side. Right back in though. Come the Seawolves. Swung around the net. Dewan coming to grab it. Hustling over. Keeps it in. Takes it down low. Dewan on the cutback. Goes out to the right point. Swung back down low. Latham jockeys forward with Daniels. And Latham wins the battle. Comes around near side. Dewan on it. Up top. Rister. Blocked out high by Daniels. Dangerous pass there as Murray trying to get this puck out, and eventually Daniels will clear. Flipped ahead by Vorotnikov, steered away by Hadcock, who hasn't gotten too much action over these last few minutes. Hallisey, dangling at the line, will just play it to the corner. Sorkin on the forecheck. It's taken by Cal Robinson. He's going to fire it out. Didn't get very far, though. Played back on to Hallisey. Hallisey to Gerstein. Brendan Gerstein takes it down to the corner, working on Daniel. Centered it in front, they score. Great work down the near side half wall by Brandon Gerstein. He sets up Daniel Sorkin, who quickly jams that one-timer on goal and beats Hadcock blocker side. Tie game 2-2 with 4:52 left in the opening period. So good response by Stony Brook, starting to press a little bit there. Didn't get a whole lot towards the net though, and finally a perfect play between Gerstein and Sorkin, and their line will stay out there as both teams try and push for that late first period lead. Robinson directing traffic behind his own net. High looking for the home run pass there, and will be an icing. A little bit of a late call, as Skatarzik did win the race. Robinson doesn't quite agree with the call. Wasn't a bad idea there, and looks like maybe after discussion they'll put this face-off at center ice. So Vrotnikov and Liang to take the draw. And Vrotnikov just able to muscle it back to Breakia. Now Del Bianco ahead. Great read by Skatarzik. Skatarzik dangles his way through again. Has a teammate with him. Elects for the shot. Stopped by Gaudano. He didn't appreciate the whack from Skatarzik. And neither did his teammate Fedorovic. Looks like cooler heads will prevail here. And we do have a penalty. It's going to be a slashing call against Skatarzik, I would assume, for the whack he gave to Gaudano on the flyby. And so that's the first penalty against Columbia tonight. And the first power play for Stony Brook on the way with 4:17 left in the first in a 2-2 hockey game. Around the boards it goes. Nick Sloan chopping at it, gets it out. Vrotnikov will hustle back on it. Stops behind his own goal. Will leave it off for a teammate. Here's Sorkin. Sorkin picking up speed through neutral ice. Takes it wide down to the left side. Throws one on goal. Ripples the outside of the cage. Robinson collects the rebound behind the net. Sorkin. Vrotnikov holds. Gets to the circle, down to Sorkin, trying to dangle his way through. We get a whistle. And looks like the net may have been off slightly. Linesman checking it out. It's 35 seconds gone here on the power play. Gerstein, clean win, banks it back to Vrotnikov. Nikita to Savelli, return to him. Savelli again, center point, down to Breakia. Breakia, Vrotnikov. Vrotnikov shoots, miss wide. Low on that glove side. Tie up for it now in the corner, and Robinson comes away with it. Robinson will swoop back behind his own net here. Sloan deflects it ahead. And back on it, Gerstein. To Vrotnikov. To Breakia. 40 left on the penalty. Under 3 minutes left in the period. Sorkin to the circle. Takes it down low. Centers it in front. Big save by Hadcock. Vrotnikov just before he took the shot. We get a whistle. And once again, the net came off. Vrotnikov made the blocker save anyways. Or excuse me, Hadcock made the blocker save anyways on the shot from Vrotnikov. That would not have counted. .26 seconds left on the penalty. Big defensive zone win there for Columbia. Couldn't get it out though. Held in. Final seconds ticking off the power play. Sloan looks and will fire it down the ice. That'll just about do it here. We'll see Stony Brook may have a chance at one last rush here in the final seconds. Avazov causing trouble though. Now Brekia onto Fedorovic, back to 5 aside. Skatarzik out of the box. Back in, Daniels lets one go. Getting a piece of it, Gaudano. Down to the corner, and Stony Brook looks for a path out. Specifically, John Brekia finds it. Kiedegrad, this is offside. As Brekia step ahead of the play, and a little bit of rough stuff after the fact here. Skatarzik in the middle of it again. See Hallisey down there. Looks like Kiedegrad perhaps as well. It looks like there are penalties coming of this. 1:56 left in period 1. Hallisey to the box. Looks like 2 Lions, and it looks like Kiedegrad may be going for Stony Brook as well, and he is. Venable and Skatarzik in the box. Skatarzik in there for the second time in just about a minute. As we wait the official calls here. It's just 1:56 left in period 1. Long discussion between the officials and both captains as well in front of the scorer's table. See if we get 5 aside, 4 aside, 3 aside. I mean, there are 2 players in each box, although I doubt that. Most of the Stony Brook players are on the ice here. Only a couple still left on the benches now. They'll head off, and it looks like we'll stay 5 aside here. Makes sense. Only coincidental minors. 2-2 game. 126 seconds left, or 116, my apologies. Math was not my strong suit, despite it being the strong suit of many of the Lions here tonight with their majors and minors, specifically the seniors. Robinson goes down low. Lerner. Avazov goes to the goal. They find him in tight, and Gaudano able to hold on to it. A 1:25 left. Lerner will take the draw against Vorotnikov. That's one back. Avazov shot deflected and missed. Right off the faceoff, lined up in that bumper position. Vorotnikov to Vorotnikov. Savelli to Nikita. Now up the boards, Daniels is going to hold it in. Lets one go, blocked down front. O'Sullivan, nice pass on to Lerner, and getting the save and the cover is Gaudano. Great little passing in tight there by Jack O'Sullivan to set up the look from Lerner. Those two connected on a nice sequence to get Columbia on the board tonight. Lerner stumbles down off the faceoff. Vorotnikov finds it, reps it around. Here's Sorkin. Runs into trouble. Robinson holds it, turns down. Avazov looking back door just out of the reach of Lerner. Coming down together was Daniels. It got by him. Robinson plays it ahead. Brakia snaps a pass all the way through. Hustling back on it here, O'Sullivan under pressure. Sorkin throws it to a vacant center point. Avazov finds it. Partial breakaway. Slips it 5-hole. Team leading 31st of the season for the senior captain Brandon Avazov. And with just 26 seconds left in the first, the Lions regain the lead. Just able to beat the Seawolves down the ice there as that pass just split kind of that vacant center point of the ice. Avazov found it, split the D. Just able to pull away, and the silky mitts in tight. Slid it 5-hole. Meanwhile, we get a penalty upcoming, and Latham trying not to do too much there despite taking exception to Nick Sloan. Doesn't want to negate his team's power play. Just 13.7 left in the first. And Sloan will go for cross-checking. Crowded Columbia penalty box now. 3 players in there. So a chance here for Stony Brook to get this game tied before the intermission. At the very least, they'll have plenty of time on the man advantage to start the second as Gerstein on goal. Kicked out by Hadcock. Avazov will clear. That'll run out the clock on period number 1. A period that saw 5 total goals. In the end, though, Brandon Avazov with exactly 26 seconds left in the frame on the partial breakaway puts his team in front on senior night. 1:47 seconds of power play time for the Seawolves to start the second when we come back. We'll take a break for intermission. Second period on the way next here on LI Sports Network. 2 on the LI Sports Network. Columbia Hockey Senior Night against the Stony Brook Seawolves. And after 1, 3-2 lead for Columbia. Back and forth affair in the first. The difference, Brandon Avazov's 31st goal of the season with just 26 seconds left in the period. Stony Brook will have 1:47 left of power play time as we begin period 2. And they'll send out the big guns. Gerstein, Sorkin, both Vorotnikovs, Brakia. Looks like Columbia is going to go with both Robinsons and Avazov and Lerner. Once again, congratulations to Columbia seniors David Gastelum, Brandon Avazov, Cal Robinson, Topstone Liang, Nick Sloan, Milena Harned, and goalie Liam Hadcock. Came up with some big saves late in that first period. Team switch sides, set to go for period 2. Puck down, we're underway. Vorotnikov wins the draw. Nikita, that is. Vasily back on it. Savili, excuse me. And Vorotnikov on to Brakia. Got the scoring started. Just 26 seconds into the hockey game. Centers in front. Gerstein trying to handle it in the skates. Could not. Vorotnikov gets to it at the half wall. Dances out high. Vorotnikov sweeps down low. All the way around the net. Curls back. Lost the handle though. Gave it up to Robinson. Outlets Lerner. Avazov. 1-on-2. Takes it wide. Gets the forehand shot away. Stopped by Gaudano. And look out. Popped. Backdoor wide. Open net for Ronan Robinson. Short-handed. And he extends the Columbia lead to 4-2. Big bounce off the end boards. Gaudano couldn't cover. It got jammed right through him, right through the crease. By the time he realized where it was too late. Robinson finds it on the other side, rips it home. And it's a 4-2 lead, 59 seconds left on the power play for Stony Brook. And for Robinson, that's his 14th goal of the season. Steal, Avazov works in, backhand, wouldn't go. This time it was Gaudano to make the save. Gerstein with the steal. Settles things down here after a couple grade A shorthanded looks for Columbia, one of which found the back of the net. Now Sorkin trying to get one back, fed it down to Gerstein, stopped by Hadcock. Lions clear. Avazov steps up again, created some trouble. Now it's Breakia though, final seconds of this power play for SBU. In the slot, Sorkin has room, blocked. Came right back to him, down to Vorotnikov, sharp angle try. Ripples the outside of the twine, now Breakia back on it, pinned to the boards. Gerstein takes it low, around the net, watched by Cal Robinson. Reverses down towards Sorkin. Sorkin. Checked by Robinson. It comes to the slot. Diving play by Cal Robinson to Murray. On to Avazov. Avazov pulls, dangles through, centers it in front. Sloan couldn't get it to go. There was some room. He was tied up though. Still loose in the crease. And eventually Gaudano pounces on it. And a great start to this second period for Columbia. They get the shorthanded goal and they've been looking for more since. Big catalyst of it, Brandon Avazov. Of course, leads the team in all offensive categories. He and Chris Lerner, highest scoring active duo in Columbia University club hockey history. Coming into this game, Avazov had 246 career points. Lerner had 100, and both of them have added on to that dynamic duo. O'Sullivan has an assist on the night. Up top, Murray shot through traffic. Somehow got down there and found it. Cleared out by the Lions. Sloan will deflect it in. And chase after it. Out to the line it comes. Skatarzik, nice move, holds it in. Now down to the circle, shot. May have glanced off the bar there. Looked like it initially caught the shoulder of Gaudano and out. Exactly 3 minutes gone in period 2. And Columbia playing like how they've looked in their last 5 games coming in. 5-0-0-1. After they started the season 1-4, they have been scorching hot. Back and forth first period, but they're taking it to the Seawolves right now. Down the ice it goes, and this is going to be an icing. Seawolves knocked back on their heels here. See if the red, white, and blue can tilt the ice back north here. Against the blue and white. Colors of the United States and Finland. The 2 women's teams will be doing battle tomorrow in the Olympics. Olympics underway over these last few days. NHL back for the men's Olympic hockey. Exciting time to be a hockey fan right now as Vorotnikov gave it away, lost his stick in the process. Was helped out by Del Bianco, though, who will settle things down for the Seawolves. Red line it in. Skatarzik back on it. Wraps it around. Here's Liang with some space. Avoids the lineman, and from the red line, off the stick that time of his teammate and down the ice here. This is going to be another icing. So we'll move the face-off to the right of Gaudano here. O'Sullivan parked in front as the right winger. Lerner directing traffic. Avazov a bit off the hash marks here. If they can win the draw back to him, they do not. Took it for a moment, though. Gave it up to Fedorovic, who gave it right back to him. Avazov swings it in front, intercepted by Kitograd. Leads the rush the other way for the Seawolves. From the blue line, fires it in and heads for a change. 4 new Seawolves out there. This is going to be an icing here against Columbia. Some miscommunication leads to the whistle. Can this be the break that Stony Brook's looking for here? Ice has been pretty tilted here in the second period in favor of the Lions. Ronan Robinson, though, navigating his own end and took the stick of Brandon Gerstein with him for a moment as he doubled back. Daniels slides a pass through, intercepted by Gerstein, hard off the boards, and it ended up in his own bench. Lions, new forward unit out there. Murray, Robinson, and Sloan. Cal Robinson, Swiss Army knife. Play forward, they'll play defense. Still haven't seen him in the net quite yet. He's running out of time here, the senior. Robinson, dangerous pass. Sorkin couldn't get it to go. A nightmarish pass there. Sorkin back in. Stopped once again by Hadcock. Comes around to the near side half wall. Sorkin will hold it in. Pass, though, blocked by Robinson. Comes back out. Sorkin retreats, working on Murray. Gets through Robinson. Trying to dangle past Sloan. Left the puck behind. Give away, and now here's Sloan back the other way on the backhand. Feathers it in. Knocked down by Vorotnikov. And then he's under pressure. Ran into his own teammate there. Both a little shaken up. Has a pass back door. Point blank. Gaudano robs Sloan on the perfect feed from Robinson. Sorkin 2-on-1. Hallisey with him. Going to the goal. Sorkin sweeps it wide. Oh, getting over to flash the leather is Liam Hadcock. Keeps his team in front by 2. Big time goaltending down each end here in the middle stages of the hockey game. Be a face-off here deep in the Columbia zone. And it's won by the Seawolves. Shot blocked up into the netting. We'll do it again. Just 3 seconds came off. Tie up. Gerstein reaching for it, couldn't find it. O'Sullivan on the backhand, spins it free, intercepted by Duan on the cutback. Just sent it down the boards. Katarzik takes it. Hard feed out, and here's Avazov. Takes it wide. Watched by Del Bianco, centering pass off the stick of O'Sullivan. Latham through his legs towards Duan. Stepping up there, not letting him through was Lerner. Here's Gerstein back the other way for SBU. Dips the shoulder on the backhand. Save made Hadcock. Rebound cleared away. O'Sullivan took a hit. Delayed offside. Seawolves touch up. Skatarzik back on it. Red line plays it ahead towards Lerner. Separated from the puck by Vorotnikov. Lerner back on it. Spins one around the net towards O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan trying to find it in his skates. Avazov in to help. It's chopped up towards the netting, but stays in play. Daniels hammers one, pinballing around, and then Lerner trying to catch Gaudano napping. Hit the outside of the net. Down low, Avazov. Checked immediately by Brachio, who leads the rush the other way. Numbers 3-on-1 here for the Seawolves. Turns into a 2-on-1. Brachio holds, shoots. Hadcock the save, got the rebound as well. Still available behind the net. Now up to Keita grab. Fumbled it a bit. Keeps it alive. Brachio. Down low. Gerstein calling for it. Fanned on the shot. Swing and a miss. Couple big saves in that sequence again. Hadcock locked in here in the second period. Lerner the other way. He scores. Some big saves from Hadcock and right back the other way. Chris Lerner sneaks it 5-hole. It's a 5-2 lead for the Lions. Lerner's second of the game, 22nd of the season. Perfectly executed 3-on-2 there by Columbia. And now Stony Brook here, still 11 and a half left here in the second. But trying to stop the bleeding. This is Robinson. Flips one ahead. Solomon, did he get a piece? He did. Harnett in on the forecheck. Vorotnikov steers it around. May Lyle to come get it. Centering pass towards Vorotnikov. Couldn't get his stick free. Throws it towards the front. Tie up there. Robinson emerges with it for Columbia. Robinson flying in, trying to split through. Could not. Solomon throws one towards the net. Glove save, and freezing it will be Gaudano. Seawolves with a little bit of a press there. Unable to get anything going, though. Nothing towards the net. 5-2 score. Of course, this was the score that Columbia came back from a few weeks ago. That was all the way back in the third period against Sacred Heart. This is Brachio turning with it. Up the boards. Hallisey. Off a stick and in. Sorkin back on it. Robinson gets to it. Under pressure. Skatarzik has some room. He'll take advantage of it. Skates it ahead into the attacking zone. Takes it wide. Runs into the boards here with Brachio. And Sorkin takes the puck. Here's Sorkin. Flying ahead. Takes it wide. Sorkin, high shot. Catches the glass. Wraps around. Racing over to get there. Brachio holds it in. His shot blocked. And it comes out. Sloan had the stick checked out of his hands. We play on. Gives a shove to Brachio on the way by. Skatarzik back in. To the backhand. Lost the handle. Halfway through the period. Halfway through the game. 5-2 lead for Columbia. Del Bianco back on it. Under pressure from Sloan. Up the boards. Hallisey couldn't handle it. Chance here. Murray in the slot. Glove save. Gaudano. Columbia, they just keep the foot on the gas pedal here in this second period. Nick Gaudano doing everything he can to keep his team within striking distance. 9:20 left in the middle frame. Lerner's going to get tossed out of the face-off here. In to take it O'Sullivan. And puck played ahead. Could be numbers again for Stony Brook. pass, though, blocked off by Robinson, and nothing really developed there. Robinson leads the rush. Avazov fights through a couple checks, takes it down the wing, looking over his options, stops up, feeds one towards the slot. Knocked down by Latham. Banks it ahead, looking for a potential break here. Robinson on the back check, swept it away. And look how net comes off. Dangerous collision there. That's number 44 for Stony Brook. Goes hard into the post and a little slow to get up here back to a knee. But pops up back to his feet. Good sign. He'll skate off to the Seawolves bench here. Or Willie. He might stay out there. And he will. Right defenseman here lined up for the face-off. And I know he's a hockey player, but he took that post hard. But he will stay out there. Face-off will come outside. And the ball back on it, turns it up to O'Sullivan. Chipped ahead, Avazov. 1 on basically 5 there. Couldn't do anything with it. Latham redline it in. Back on it here is Columbia. Avazov chips it ahead. Latham couldn't reach it. Latham held it in for a moment, but Avazov gloves it down. This is a hand pass. Avazov, I think, arguing he got the touch before his teammate did, which was Chris Lerner, but faceoff will come back down into the Columbia zone. .8:21 left, second period of play. 5-2 lead for Columbia here in Queens. Just got an update in Suffolk County that Suffolk County High School Hockey League final game 1 is going to overtime between St. Anthony's and Smithtown Hauppauge. Because why wouldn't it? Fatarovich here, Stony Brook trying to mount a big comeback of their own. This is delayed offside. Line change here for Columbia. Liang will take the face-off against Vorotnikov. Del Bianco back on it. D to D, Brachia. Flips one ahead. Gastelum got a glove on it, couldn't find it. He's the next to touch it though. Kiedegrad chips it ahead. Vorotnikov joining the rush. Kiedegrad trying to center. Good stick there by Skatarzik. Back around, it comes to Kiedegrad. Kiedegrad in the corner. Up top, Brachia. Shot off a stick and will go into the corner. Kiedegrad again. Vorotnikov in to take it. Vorotnikov trying to dangle his way towards the slot. Could not, and it's banked out. Del Bianco will fire it back down. Skatarzik from behind his own net tries to bring it ahead. Runs into trouble there from Vorotnikov. Stops up behind his own net. And starts ahead with it by himself, taking his time, trying to navigate his way through. Left it off. Oh, a shot rings the bar. Back the other way, Gerstein. Takes it wide. Sorkin to the net. Sorkin got a touch on it. They score. Columbia rings iron down one end. And the Seawolves come back. Sorkin, second of the game. Gets them back to within 2 with 6:42 left here in the second. Huge goal there for Sorkin. He and Gerstein, that dynamic duo for Stony Brook. Of course, both teams have a star number 26. Here's Robinson. Can the Seawolves generate anything more from that? Sloan redlining in. Takes a check there on the double team. Gaudano stops it. Wrapped around towards Hallisey. Under pressure, Sloan took him to the board center, and then it hopped the stick of Murray. Gerstein again. Through neutral ice. Knocked off his stick. Centering pass. Sorkin scores! Hat trick, Daniel Sorkin. Back-to-back goals for him. And it's a one-goal game. 2 goals in 24 seconds, 23 seconds, I should say, for Sorkin. And what a response here from the Seawolves. Couldn't generate much of anything early in the period. But number 34 leading the march back. But Avazov trying to respond. His shot catches glass. Pass down low, Lerner. Centers in front, jammed wide. Right back to Lerner. Throws one to the crease. Off the stick of Gaudano and out. Ronan Robinson. High flip. O'Sullivan on it. Fending off Gerstein. Fending off Sorkin. Slides in front. Backhand try. Robinson stopped by Gaudano. Avazov takes a stroll towards the point. Dangles his way to the circle. Centers off of Gaudano. Look out here. Flip towards Gerstein. And great back check by Robinson. Knocks him down and beats him to the puck. Lerner back the other way. Lerner in. Sweeps it towards the front. Avazov curls to the slot. Avazov behind his back. Lerner. Robinson. Traffic in front. Robinson looking back door. Just out of the reach of Venable, and back the other way comes Duan. Sorkin with him. Sorkin to the slot. They feed it to him. Back to Duan. He's stopped. Had to have it for Hadcock. Nearly a tie game there. Guilty of icing is Columbia. I think they'll take that over the goal. Unselfish play there for Sorkin, sitting on a potential 4th goal there. And Columbia now under pressure will use their timeout. 4:34 left in period 2. Goaltending has been a big story here in the second period. A couple of big saves as pace has picked up a bit. Up and down hockey here in the second. Columbia, if you're just joining us, was up 3-2 after 1. They went up 5-2 up until just about 2 minutes ago. Back-to-back goals for Sorkin. He's got a hat trick on the game. Gets the Seawolves back to within 1 here. So 4:34 left, second period. Still plenty of time left in this period. No matter what here, next goal is a big one. The goaltending has been stellar, but we've still seen a total of 9 goals up on the board. Plenty of offense on display as well. Face off to the left of Hadcock. It's one back by Lerner. Daniels up to O'Sullivan. Snaps a pass on to Avazov. Avazov gains the zone. Takes it wide. Avazov to the backhand. Tried to sweep it in front. They score. It's Jack O'Sullivan on the tap in off a sweet feed from number 26. And a quick response from the Lions here. O'Sullivan's 4th of the season. And listen, I'm just going to be honest there. As Avazov took that puck behind the net, I lost it behind Gerstein. Next thing I know, it's in the net. I mean, it's just incredible what he and this Lions team can do offensively. Vorotnikov tied up Avazov, and Skatarzik in to help. Avazov with some space. Not good news for Stony Brook, but a great job there by Saveli Vorotnikov to defend him. Locks up O'Sullivan as well. Kiedegrad chips it out. Skatarzik back on it. Daniels had to move it quickly. Gave it up to Vorotnikov at the red line, who fires it in. Kiedegrad races over, holds the puck in, walks down to the circle. Missed his target. Vorotnikov holds it in. Daniels. Ahead Lerner. Chris Lerner leads the rush for Columbia. Drops it off. Avazov can settle the pass. Working on Vorotnikov down low. It comes to Cal Robinson at the half wall. Battle there, and Vorotnikov digs it free. Tries to flip it to Kiedegrad. Great play by Skatarzik. May have saved a breakaway. And he's under pressure. He gets dumped by Nikita Vorotnikov. Under 3 minutes left in period 2. Sorkin takes a bump. Gerstein on breakaway. He scores. Oh, Brandon Gerstein, have yourself a night as well. A couple assists in this game. He gets on the board with a goal. Seawolves right back to within 1. So number 26 is just trading blows back and forth here. 2:43 left in the period. Sorkin wins the ensuing faceoff. What a hockey game this has been. Gerstein, Sorkin, right back in. Hallisey on goal, kicked out. Up top, Brakia holds it in, settles the puck. Down to Gerstein. Takes it behind the net, back up Del Bianco. Gerstein at the half wall, came free. And now it's Robinson, skates it out, bouncing puck, settles it, brings it in 2-on-2. Lets one fly, missed on the glove side. Cal Robinson kept it north, but Brakia takes the puck. 2 minutes left, second period. From World Ice Arena, I'm Brady Campbell, joined alongside Gabe Takuri on camera. Gerstein denied from the circle as he settled the bouncing puck. Glove save by Hadcock. Latham will take it against Lerner. Comes to the half wall. Dewan gets to it out to the left point. Chop back down low. Dewan turning with it. Cut off by Robinson. Latham up top towards the point. Avazov chopping at it. Held in. Dewan, low circle, pulls up, waits, tries to stuff it 5-hole, and closing the door was Hadcock. Dewan back down low. Latham ran out of room. Flipped ahead. Lerner able to find it. His spinning backhand, though, blocked. And then fires one intercepted. And flipped right back in. Robinson chops at it. Moves it to Avazov. Avazov flips it ahead. Key to grab. This is a whistle and perhaps a penalty. Looks like we're going to get a high sticking call here. I believe it's going to be against Nikita Vorotnikov. And it is. Exactly 60 seconds left in the period. Columbia to the power play. We saw Stony Brook get a late power play to end the first. That overlapped into the second. Columbia may have a similar situation here, but a bit more time here to try and tack on and restore a 2-goal lead. Lerner won it back cleanly, but caught in no man's land there, and Kiedrad chips it ahead. Avazov's going to hustle back and beat him to it. Penalty upcoming here. And it looks like this one's going to be against Stony Brook. And looks like Avazov just purposefully gave it up to Kiedrad. Minute 41 of 5-on-3 coming up. Couldn't quite see with the ref to my back. Either interference or boarding there. I'm going to assume interference because Kiedrad got tied up with Avazov in the middle of the ice. Either way, 41.1 left in the second. And now a golden opportunity for the Lions. Up top, D to D, except to the forward here, and Avazov slides it down low, deflected wide by O'Sullivan. 30 left in the frame. Good stick there by Vorotnikov. Deflects it out. Avazov back in. Curls up at the circle. Feeds it back. Robinson steps and shoots a big rebound. Score! Jack O'Sullivan's got his second. A PPG restores the 2-goal lead for the Lions. Fifth goal on the campaign for JOS. 17.2 left in the period. Vorotnikov out of the box. Still a minute 36 on the Kiedrad minor. Not sure if Columbia has enough time here. I mean, technically they do, to try and get one more power play goal before the intermission. Here's Avazov. Fanned on the pass, look out. Sorkin took it. Good recovery. Vorotnikov trying to dangle through. Avazov took it. Time for one last rush. O'Sullivan. Robinson quickly on goal. Glove save. That'll take us to the horn to end period 2. Not sure if Robinson realized he had a little bit more time there. Minute 19 left of power play time for Columbia in a back and forth second period. 12 total goals in this hockey game, 7 of which came here in the second. We'll step aside for a break. When we come back, third period action, a minute 19 left of power play hockey for Stony Brook. 7-5 lead for Columbia. You're tuned in to ACHA College Hockey here on the LI Sports Network. Minutes down, 20 to go here on the LI Sports Network. Third period on the way between Stony Brook and Columbia. Set for a good finish between the Seawolves and the Lions here on senior night for the Columbia University Lions. Back and forth affair. They led 3-2 after 1. And then a total of 7 goals here in that second period. But the Lions emerge with a 7-5 lead. Still a minute 19 of power play time left. With Gabe Takuri on cam tonight, I am Brady Campbell from World Ice Arena in Flushing, Queens. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe, as I got word it's once again snowing. I have not even seen the grass in about 2 weeks, but I digress. There's ice down here, and the puck is down on it, and we're underway. Chris Lerner, a little bit of trouble there behind his own net. He's got a couple goals tonight. Lerner, a nice move there. Shook past Gerstein, takes it wide. Lerner cuts back, pass intercepted though by Gerstein. Scored the big goal to keep his team within a couple. That puck slides in on net. Senior Liam Hadcock gets the cover. One of 7 seniors tonight for Columbia. Hadcock, Milena Harned, Nick Sloan, Topstone Liang, Cal Robinson, Brandon Avazov, and David Gastelum. Here's Robinson. Ronan Robinson, I should say. Just slides one towards the net, covered up by Gaudano. Just 31 seconds into the period. We still got 48 seconds power play time as Brett Kiedegard in the box for interference. Goes behind the net. Big kill here for Stony Brook, trying to keep themselves within 2. O'Sullivan scored the last 2 goals for Columbia, helped out by Robinson. Lost it in the ref skates, and that helps out the Seawolves as they get it deep. That was it. Hadcock fires it ahead. O'Sullivan gave it up. Pass fired on to Robinson. Chips it in past Del Bianco. Heads in after it. Robinson sweeps wide. Ronan Robinson drops it off. Avazov down low. O'Sullivan. Avazov calling for it. Wants it. Gets it. Rister kicked out. Rebound. Fanned on a couple times. And Gaudano finds it and gets the whistle with just 1 second left. Kiedegard, hand on the door, set to return. One back to Brachia for the Seawolves. Brachia snaps one on Gerstein, trying to pull away from Daniels and does. Brandon Gerstein driving wide on Skatarzik. They lock up. Skatarzik went down for a brief moment. Now it's Lucas Murray. Gave it away. Down low, past towards Sorkin. Jammed it wide. Out high comes. Shot. Scooped up off the ice by Hadcock. Looking for the deflection. Sorkin couldn't reach it. He's already got a hat trick in this game. Face off to the left here of Hadcock. Just about 2 minutes gone, third period. Robinson against Gerstein. And Cal Robinson, the stick lift. Leads the rush ahead, 3-on-1, fakes the shot, looking back door, and blocking the pass was Savili Vorotnikov. Hallisey to Sorkin. Sorkin back in, gets a stick free, and kicking it out was Hadcock. He's had himself a game between the pipes. Hallisey on the forecheck. Able to sidestep him was Nick Sloan. One of the seniors, Sloan, fires it ahead. Vorotnikov gets to it. Cuts back. Opens up. Feeds it ahead. Did Gerstein get a touch? He did. Says the front linesman, waves off the icing. Gerstein throws it towards Sorkin in the slot. Good stick, though, by Skatarzik. Now flipped ahead. Avazov reaching for it. Breakia defends. Avazov lost the handle. High flip will come back out to center. Drew Skatarzik on it. Red line and in. Heads off for a change. Several new Lions out there. D to D. Del Bianco and Breakia play catch. Breakia's pass towards Vorotnikov. Hit Avazov. Now Kitagrad. Feeds ahead. Fedorovic tried to slide it back door to Vorotnikov. Couldn't get it through. He was tied up by Ronan Robinson. And Robinson comes away with it. Here's Robinson leading the rush. Avazov sweeps it across. O'Sullivan walks in, missed the net. And it ends up out of play. Good passing there from the Lions. But good closing speed by the Seawolves as well, not giving O'Sullivan too much ground there, forcing more of an outside shot. Just missed the target. Avazov skates a stick. Works his way through. Pokes it ahead. Catches up to in the circle. Spinning backhand right through the slot. Lerner was there for a brief moment. Seawolves are out. Passing the skates of Latham. Lerner takes the puck. And we'll regroup. Now it's Avazov. Right back to him. From the blue line, just a high flip. Lands in the near side corner. Wrapped around the boards, kicked ahead to Duan. Behind his net, feeds it ahead. Lerner on the forecheck there, nearly took that pass away, but Vorotnikov snaps it on to Duan. Good stick there. And now it's a foot race. Lerner gets to it, takes it wide. On the cutback, Lerner fights his way through a couple checks, holds the zone, gets to that right point. Daniels calling for it. Lerner, wrist shot, blockered away. Down to the corner it goes. Breakia's pass comes out all the way down the ice. No icing here. Just a little more than 5 minutes gone. Third period of play. Scores and changed since the start of the frame. Robinson turning on Latham. Sorkin defends. Took the puck for a moment. Loose stick belongs to one of the Lions. Robinson red line and fires it hard in. Heads off for a change. This is Breakia for Sorkin. Pass a bit too hot to handle. It comes right back to Breakia. Now Sorkin picking up speed. Down the left wing. Sorkin fall off by the shoulder of Hadcock. And this pass off its target, fired down the ice. Icing here against the Lions. .13:51 left in this one. Big game as we're down to our final couple here of the regular season before conference playoffs. Hallacy couldn't handle it. Flipped ahead. Vorotnikov gets a stick on it. And goes back to get it. Pass off the stick of Cal Robinson. Murray back to Skatarzik. Snaps one on to Daniels off the stick of Robinson. Now Hallacy gave it up. Robinson dangles through. Sloan reaching for it. Couldn't get it. Gerstein had his stick lifted by Robinson, who gets it deep. Vorotnikov watched by Sloan. Comes around to the near side corner. Dangerous pass comes towards the line and back out. Skatarzik. Daniels. Cal Robinson to Skatarzik. Now Daniels. Snaps one on to Sloan. Under pressure. Skatarzik reaching for it. It comes to Vorotnikov. Nikita Vorotnikov shoots one high and out of play. .12:30 remaining. Pretty good look there for Vorotnikov. And what has been a fairly slow period as far as chances are concerned. Not a whole lot developing for either side. If you're the Lions, you don't hate that necessarily, being up by 2. Kitagrad under pressure and brought back out. Pass snapped on to Robinson. His pass too hot to handle for O'Sullivan. Kitagrad back in. Brett Kitagrad opens up, shoots through traffic, blocked down in front. Centers one, intercepted, and back the other way come the Lions. It's down the ice, no icing here. Interesting piece on Jack O'Sullivan as well, who has the last 2 goals for Columbia. Former Navy SEAL. Now finds himself here playing hockey for the Columbia Lions and scoring a couple big goals here on senior night for his team. Robinson has his shot stopped. Here's Venable. Shot through traffic, missed wide. Avazov slides it towards Harnett, gets a stick on it. Venable loads one up. Looked like it hit Harnett in front. And back out, Dewan. Skates through. Sean Dewan takes it wide. That's a man in front. Chip just wide. Crashing into the boards there. A bit slow to get up. As Avazov back the other way. Overskated it a bit, and it'll come back out to center. Latham fanned on the pass. Back in Skatarzik. Takes it wide. Checked by Vorotnikov. That didn't keep him from maintaining possession. Looking for the centering pass. Skatarzik down to Lerner. Dangles through in the backhand. Lerner scores! What a night for Chris Lerner. 10:23 left. He's got another on a wicked backhander. I believe that's a hat trick for number 19, his 23rd of the season. So Stony Brook now trailing by 3, about halfway through. Skatarzik will take the faceoff, flanked by Harnett and Lyle. Solomon and Daniels, the defensemen. Here's Hallisey. Hallisey from the blue line flips one in, blockered away. Gerstein in after it. Lyle couldn't reach it. Vorotnikov through an open area of the ice. Del Bianco pinching. Fired down though, and this is going to be an icing against Columbia. 8 seconds past the halfway point of period number 3 as the Lions look to hang on to a 3-goal lead here on senior night. This is Skatarzik. Gets it out. Del Bianco back on it. Flipped high and out. Daniels there waiting for it. Snaps a pass towards Lyle, deflected by Sorkin. Breakia turns back. Now Hallisey to Gerstein. Back to Hallisey. Seawolves looking to get one back. Nice move by Sorkin. He's on the backhand. Off the post! And it flipped right back through the crease and stayed out. The patience from Sorkin. He's already sitting on 3 goals tonight. Not much room there on the short side. He almost made the most of it. Couldn't quite get the bounce. Puck available here in the circle. Now it comes to Murray. Able to get it out. Gerstein had it knocked away from him. Sloan trying to dangle through. Unable to do so. Picks it up on the other side. His backhand pass didn't make it through. High flip towards the line. Glove down by Daniels. Delayed offside here, and Sloan, not realizing it, gets the touch, and we get the whistle. Face-off comes back down to Robinson. Brings it ahead. Playing right D here on this shift. This is offside. Looks like number 43, Nick Chang, playing left D here. I believe that's his first shift of the night for Columbia. Robinson, Murray, Sloan up front. Vorotnikov, dangerous pass. Sloan gets to it. Sloan to the forehand, stopped in tight. And it's feathered back out. Chang gets back on it. Chang, dangerous pass. Keithergrad intercepts. His shot goes high. Catches the glass, centered in front. Vorotnikov trying to backhand it down low. Fatorovich back towards Vorotnikov. Locks up with Cal Robinson, 7.5 left. Centering pass, only Ronan Robinson there. This is Keithergrad. Fires it around. And Robinson will slow things down. High flip, Ronan Robinson. Perfectly played, knocked down. Swept back in from the red line. And near turnover there, hustling to keep it in and doing so, Sean Dwan. Ties up with Murray. Murray, hard off the glass, held in by Keithergrad. Latham keeps play alive. And it'll come back out. Del Bianco back on it. Breakia. Slides one through, stifled at the blue line. Back the other way comes Columbia. This is Gastelum. Behind the net, Breakia overskated for a moment. Liang reaching in to take it. Back to the line. Skatarza keeps it deep. As we approach 6 minutes left. This is Dewan, redline it in. Big check there. As a couple players go hard into the boards. Stick free, puck free as well. And eventually Columbia emerges with it, but Breakia is able to hold it in, works his way towards the slot. Shot slowed up, comes across to Dewan. Nice feed across. Latham couldn't pull the trigger. Down the boards. Latham gets back to it. Up top, Breakia lets one go. Redirected by Latham, but wide. Thrown back towards the front, missed the target. Breakia gets to it and holds it in. Flipped out by Columbia. Right back in. Sorkin powering towards the net. Couldn't pull it through. And Hadcock kept it out. Back the other way, Avazov. Works his way in. Takes it wide. Centers it. Oh, Sullivan looking for the Hattie. Missed the target. 5 minutes left, period 3. Just the one goal here in the third period from Chris Lerner. Looking more and more like it could be the dagger. Around it comes to Lerner. Reverses up top. Daniels. Down towards O'Sullivan. Takes it wide. Centering pass doesn't make it through. Avazov reaching for it. Sorkin slips past Robinson. Potential 2-on-1 here. He's got Hallisey with him. Sorkin to the net. Tried to roof it. Ran out of room. Missed the target. Daniels gets it out. Played right back in. Robinson leaves it for Lerner. Right in front of his own crease. Trying to shake free of Hallisey. Didn't get much on the flip there. Sorkin takes the puck. Trying to dangle through, could not. Now it's Brakia. High flip. Robinson gets in front of it. And leads the rush up ice here for the Lions. Drops it off. Lerner. Robinson. Hit the referee. Cal Robinson. Ronan Robinson. Towards the net. Off a stick. Lerner. Backhands one towards the front. Cal Robinson was checked. It comes out to Ronan. Centers it off the stick that time. Avazov fights it free and gets a shot on. Stopped by Gardano. Cal Robinson forces the turnover. Sets up Avazov right down Broadway and he scores. Glove side. Brandon Avazov, second of the game. And the senior captain caps off senior night with 3:12 to go. His 32nd goal of the season. Columbia well on their way now. 3 minutes left and they lead by 4. Their biggest lead of the game. They led 5-2 at one point. In the second, it was reduced to 5-4. Here's Vorotnikov. Up top, shot, catches the apron. Under 3 minutes left. Murray. Out to Sloan. Down the ice this one goes, and Murray will get to it. Robinson reverses course. With 2.5 left. Right in front of his own net. Outlets to Murray. Murray drops it. Cal Robinson back towards the net. Stopped and held by Gardano. So 2:17 left. Lions trying to improve to 9-7-0-1 on the season. A team that's dual enrolled in the ACHA, ACDC level and the AAU college hockey level at the MD3 level. And here come the Lions again. Nice move and tight fall off. Backhand try missed from Avazov. Here he is. Spins it. Back down to the corner. Gastelum. Checked off the puck there by Vorotnikov. Passes on to Dewan. Back to Varatnikov, and now back to Dewan. Out of his reach, though. And the clock has not started as Avazov comes back in. Backhand pass across. Sloan fanned on the shot. Way out of his net. Gaudano fed right back through the slot. Tied up Liang. Misses wide. Back the other way, SBU. So now we get the clock running again. We'll probably be down to about a minute by now. But we still got about 2 minutes left. This is Sorkin. Sweeps it towards the front. It got through. Dewan shot slowed up and covered by Hadcock. So Stony Brook here in danger of dropping, and it looks like they will drop to 6-10-0 on the season and fall to 0-2 on the year against the Columbia Lions. Final minute. So it looks like they ran the clock a bit. So about the time we'd be at. Breakia back on it. Steps out in front of his own cage. Now we'll just reverse behind his own net. Breakia down low, final 30. Sorkin trying to get one more. Centers. Kicks out to neutral ice. Breakia back on it. Takes it behind his own net. He's in no hurry here. Sorkin might be, though. He swoops in to take the puck. One last rush for the Seawolves. Had the stick taken out of his hand. That'll do it. Back and forth affair, but in the third period, all Columbia Lions. As the horn sounds, we get a meeting of the minds here. And everyone will be separated. It's a 9-5 victory for Columbia here on senior night. And why not the seniors leading the way? Liam Hadcock, a solid performance in net. Brennan Avazov picking up where he always leaves off. Nick Sloan getting a couple points. Chris Lerner, not a senior, but he had himself a great game as well. And Stony Brook battled a hat trick for Daniel Sorkin. Some big saves as well from Nick Gaudano, but in the end, Lions pick up the victory here on senior night. They will be on the road tomorrow versus Penn State Harrisburg, where they look to close out the regular season on a high note. Thank you so much for tuning in here at World Ice Arena. For Gabe Takuri on camera, I'm Brady Campbell signing off. The final score, the Columbia Lions 9 and the Stony Brook Seawolves 5. Congratulations once more to all of the Columbia seniors. You've been tuned in to ACHA College Hockey here on the LI Sports Network. Have a great night.